What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys been out there building shit. Believing what God gave you, taking on projects, building, fixing, creating, doing art, building up your self-esteem and your self-worth, building up your repertoire of skills. Anyways, like hearing that kind of message, like hearing that kind of encouragement, hit like and subscribe. Today, I'm going to be working on the little Kioti CK2610 backhoe, and if you guys follow the channel, then you know that I've had a problem with my controls crossing over. These crossed over controls have led to my outrigger coming flying up and smashing into the side multiple times, and it's caused a leaking line and some other damage. But let's go out and take off the leaking line and take it into the dealer today. So my dealer gave me the option of returning my backhoe if I wasn't happy with the purchase at a slightly less than I paid for it, but not a whole lot. The amount of use that I've gotten out of it, I really couldn't have complained about the amount that he was taking off the price that I paid. But the more I thought about it, I need that tool. I need it to continue running water lines and my power lines and doing different things on my property. I enjoy using that tool. I just was not happy that I got it in such a way that it was interfering and damaging itself. And it took me a while to realize that it was doing that, or why that outrigger would come slamming up. I didn't know. I didn't, you know, and then finally I caught on. After a while, I didn't feel responsible for that. I don't feel responsible for the damage that it caused. So I just want my tractor and my backhoe back to the condition that it should be in, had it not had that issue from the beginning. And that's fine. I'll fix the issue now, but it shouldn't have been messed up from the beginning. And from now on, when people buy those tractors, they should be told, hey, you need to cut this or bend this or do whatever so that you don't cause other issues on your tractor, you know. So anyways, let's head outside, guys. I just wanted to say that I was given the option to return it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull the parts that I feel need fixed and just take them in and try to get those replaced and warranted. And yeah, I want to keep my tools. So I use it too much. I want, you know, it saves my body too much work digging and stuff. So alrighty, guys, this hose, it's the one that is all smashed up from this coming flying up into here. I'm also gonna try to get some these little rubbers to protect this so that it's not smashing in. And then I'm probably gonna mention this to my dealer and just tell him that I'm probably gonna be bringing this lower leg in eventually this summer or something, when the weather's a little better and I can pull it, because yeah, this is damage that was caused by the tractor's malfunctions of the controls crossing over. It's not my fault, so I don't feel that I should have to continue paying on a tractor that's got that damage. But okay, so to get the line off, used 2 adjustables, got that one loose, and then I used 1/2 inchers. I used a 1/2 inch wrench and a 1/2 inch on my impact and got all this front stuff all loose. So now I'm take these 3 out too, and luckily those ones got a bolt that's welded on. I wish they would have done that with all these, made them a little easier. But when they strip, or if they strip ever, it makes it harder. So I mean, it's a give and take, but I prefer just to be able to hit things with an impact, not have to hold a wrench on the back. But now to isolate that line that we need and disconnect it. Pretty easy. Got that line off there. It was a little bit hard to get back, you know, back behind these ones, but I got it loosened, got it pulled off. I need to cut this down and angle it so it's not getting caught no more. But yeah, this will start getting my backhoe repaired from the damages. Alrighty, guys, now for the reassembly. Basically just the reverse process. And by the way, I got the holes They're gonna warranty that. They're gonna order me in one of the little rubber pieces, and they're gonna try to warranty this through the Kioti. And that's part of the thing, is it's not necessarily all up to your dealer. Sometimes they gotta approve things through Kioti and whatnot. But either way, Kioti shouldn't be selling something with the controls interfering with each other like that. But back to reassembling this and being positive. So we gotta route it back down through that hole, down through here, and then I'm gonna go down through that, and I gotta come down and kind of loop it around into there. And then I need to get some zip ties too. I don't know if I've got any big enough, but and also I grabbed a wrench. It's a 11/16. That seems to fit close enough, and that should give me a little more room for tightening up here behind all these. So dealer gave me the wrong size on one end, guys. Oops. Back to town. Alrighty guys, let's try this again. So there we go. That was easy. So okay, got that all tightened up on there. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and use it real quick, make sure that we don't got no leaks in here before I put the cover back on. Ran this up super easy. Didn't want to bang it into this. My dealer is gonna give me some new ones of these ones from the controls contacting and it ripping it, you know, pulling this up into it. He's also filing for a warranty on this. So hopefully that'll basically get my backhoe back to you know, the condition that I would expect it to be in when I bought it, versus the things that have occurred due to their error. And then I'm gonna have to get that. I think I'm just gonna cut it like halfway through on one side to where I can bend it. I might be able to pull it off and bend it in a vise or something. Not real sure. Haven't gotten that deep into it yet. That's for another video. But now that we've checked for leaks, should probably check the hydraulic fluid level, but I've done it recently, so I'm not real worried about it. And I really haven't used these outriggers, so there's not a lot that's leaked out. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this cover put back on. And I wish I could have just slid it out or whatever, but this is in the way for it to be able to, so had to take this top loose too. Got it all back together. I did break one bolt, so I'm gonna have to buy one of those at the Tractor Supply or Wilco. Not a big deal. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Just take it all loose and follow. You just gotta follow the route of wherever your hose goes, and loosen it at both ends. Pull it out, cut any zip ties that are holding it or whatnot, and go get a new one, put it back on. Not a real big deal. Believe in what God gave you guys. I know you guys can take on this project too. Till next time, keep building shit.